All right, what's up, y'all? This is Billy Jack with DeepLines.tv. I'm chilling here with my brother Joaquin Hernadez, one of my favorite black and gray artists in the industry. Family to me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm honored to have you here, bro.
Billy Jack,
you know
bro, it's an honor to be here.
Yeah.
And it's been so long since I've seen you, man.
Yeah, no, it's been 3 years.
And honestly, like we don't talk all that much,
Yeah.
but man, you know, it's like when you see old friends, it's like, you know, it was a week since
Yeah.
I've seen you. So yeah, it's good to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you, man.
So you came to me and worked with me for
3 years, bro.
Yeah, 3
Yeah,
years.
it was a little over 3 years.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I watched you go from just staying in focused on your detail and like sticking in your guns.
Yeah.
And it was difficult in the beginning because
Yeah.
everybody wanted you to do everything, and you were like, just stick to this, stick to this,
Yeah.
and then just blowing up to
Yeah.
one of the best in the industry.
Thank you,
know
bro.
what I mean?
Thank
So-
you. I mean, I was like that before coming here, you know, like part of me coming to Dallas and finding a studio like yours was because I already had that mentality. You know, I'm from a small town and I knew I couldn't grow there. I knew I had to be in a bigger environment, bigger city. And so I already had that focus in mind. And just landing in a place like yours, you know, I just had that focus, but like just being around people like you just made that journey even easier.
Nice.
So, and I'll never forget, man. I remember when I first reached out to you. I came and met you. I came with Sabrina, who's not my wife, and at the time we were dating. And bro, like I don't know if I ever. I mean, I'm sure I've told you like a million stories, but you know, you kind of get jumbled up at it, you know, after a while. But we were dating at the time, and when I first met her, I told her one day I'm gonna have to move because this is my true love. I don't know when that day is gonna come, but I just know it's gonna come, and just know that I'm gonna go after that first. Sure enough, after a year, I met you. Went back and I told her. I said, "It's time." You know, remember what I told you, and I was like, "I'm moving to Dallas by myself," and that's all I cared about. And I remember you told me, you said, I think you like saw that I had some doubts in my mind, and you told me, I think you knew the only way to get me out here was to just kind of almost give me an ultimatum, and you said you have 31 days to get your shit together and make something happen. And sure enough, 31 days I was out here.
Yeah.
You know, I
That was awesome,
left
too.
everything, bro. Left everything behind. Came up here. I didn't know anybody, no friends, no family. You know, and just came out here, man.
Yeah.
Little.
And then after that, you're originally from Texarkana. That's where you
Yeah,
came from.
yeah. I mean, I've been there, most of my life, you know.
But-
So I guess you could say I'm from there. That's where my family is. All my family's there, you know.
Where
And
you-
it's not far, but you know, it don't matter if you're 30, 45 minutes away. Like you know, you'll go years without seeing family when you're that close.
Right.
You know. So yeah, so that's where most of my family was, and I just knew I had to like be somewhere like here with somebody like you to grow.
That's awesome.
You know, so yeah, that was my start, man, and yeah, I remember that, you know, that day. I think about it all the time, man. I think about it all the time. How you told me you have 31 days, get your shit together, and I was like, oh my God, I need to take this opportunity.
I'm glad. I'm
Bro,
really
best
glad.
thing I ever did in my life.
That's awesome.
I met like my only friends, you know, like my closest friends and brothers are like the people that I met with you, you know,
That's
you know.
what's
I mean,
up.
you were best man at my wedding.
Yes.
You know, like my closest friends are like the people that are here, you know, this weekend. So
That's what's up.
it was a good weekend because I haven't seen you guys in a long time.
Right. It's
You
been
know,
a big
I
family.
mean, yeah, and I mean, you guys are like in the same city, so in a way, you do get to see each other a lot. But me up there with my family, you know, I do feel like, damn, I kind of feel left out sometimes, and I'm not doing shows, and you know, you start missing that, you know. So this weekend was good for me.
That's
It
awesome.
was really good for me, man.
But you're a family man.
I am.
You have children.
Yeah.
Let's hear about them.
It's crazy, bro, because you know, I mean, you got to go through all the stages in my life. Because
Yes.
when I came out here, I was 24. 24.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, at the time in life where like you're hitting like every stage in life, and you got to go through that with
Yes.
me. Because I was going to you, bro. I didn't have like, my family was in Texarkana. They didn't really come down here. I honestly didn't even have gas money to go up there.
Right.
So who do I have? It's like you.
Right.
You know, so like you got to go through all of that, bro, and yeah, and you saw the transition of like that kid to, you know, I had my daughter, and you were a big part of that. You know, like everybody at AE, bro, like everybody there was like a big part of me, like, you know, making the right choice and deciding this is now the new stage in my life.
Yeah, and I remember too when your daughter, when you first found out about your daughter, you know, and
oh my God.
and like I told you right then, I was like, you got to go back. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, as much as I would love to keep you here in Dallas, I was like, you have to go home.
I know.
You know what I mean? And I will never forget that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I remember you being super fucking nervous, like gonna tell me that you were gonna leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I asked you for a drink. You know, because I was raised like that,
Yeah.
man. You know, like I do everything like I don't know, just the right way. And I was like, you know, you were such a big part of my life and my career, and I was like, I gotta do this the best way I know how I was raised. So I was like, hey, bro, let's go have a drink and dinner, and sat down and just.
And I'm a daddy man too, so I was like, bro, go. This is, and I'm so glad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so now you have your studio up there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, from that, you know, I decided that it was time to go home because my daughter was in Texarkana, and I was like, well, you know, my time here in Dallas has come to an end, you know, and I had to move back home. I went up there, and and everything just kind of started flowing naturally. Got married, had my son. We recently had a daughter. She's about to be one in a month.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, she'll be one, and yeah, that's my life now, bro. And I feel like it's like the perfect fit for me, man.
That's awesome.
You know, I had a great time here with y'all, but I wouldn't trade that for the world. It's so great, man. And now with her being a little older, now it gives us the freedom to like, okay, let's get back on the road. Let's get back to going and seeing our people and shows and stuff like that, you know. So we're excited about that. You know, it was a rough, like when they're little, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's your focus,
you don't
like
do
tunnel
much,
vision.
Yeah. Same thing with me when I had my son. I gave up everything. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, tattooing is my life and my journey, but my son was my fucking world. Like nothing mattered to me when I seen that baby. I was like, and then now he's old enough, you know what I mean, too, or same thing. I feel like, okay, we can go. Yeah, I get the blessing from my boy. I'm like, can daddy go do this? Like, yeah, go. You know, it's like it's important. You know.
So yeah, man. So I was up there doing my own thing in a private studio, and that was hard too because I came from being around so many artists with, you know, all of you guys to being just by myself in the studio. I mean, I worked with two other guys, but they didn't really work as much as I did, so I was there by myself, and it was a hard 3 years for me, man. I'm not gonna lie. It was really hard for me. I had nobody there, like, you know, like at all. It was just me and my client, and it was cool, but I was like, man, I have like, it was hard to find that drive and that motivation and inspiration again. Yeah. And 3 years went by, and I was like, I think it's time to have my own studio, and I always wanted to wait for the right time and the right reasons to have a studio. No, not just making more money, not for the wrong reasons. I was like, I need to feel in my core that it's time for that step, and yeah, I felt it, went for it. Man, it happened so smoothly, naturally, and now I have my own studio, 5 artists. Nice. My brother is my shop manager and an apprentice. So I got my hands full, man. Yeah, and it's awesome.
What's the name of your studio?
Black Pines Gallery. Yeah.
Super
and that, I mean, all that was born way before I knew I wanted a studio. Like I kind of thought of the brand and name first, and like we kind of put that together, and I was like just waiting for the right time to apply it to a.
Well, yeah, because when you first come up with it, you did the clothing line.
Yeah, exactly.
And I knew in my head, I was like, here it is. This is the jump off.
Yeah.
This Black Pines, like, there's nothing better to describe. Like the way you tattoo the microscopic fucking detail that you create.
Yeah.
And like your fucking tattoo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, whole nother level. Like he did the top of my head. What? 6 years ago?
Yeah, it might be 6. It was like right before I left.
Yeah. And he did my ass.
Yeah.
My entire ass.
Yeah. Bro, I never forget that, bro. You had the bottle of Bactine in your hand. You kept like turning around spraying it all over my hands and shit. I'm like, bro, please stop spraying that shit.
It hurts so bad.
I know, dude.
It was so awful, but it was awesome, dude. It turned out cool as shit, dude.
Yeah, but Black Pines Gallery, man, and shit. I mean, it's about to be a year that it's been open. It's crazy. And I'm already looking for a bigger place.
That's what I was going to ask you next, is what's the next?
Yeah, and I knew I was going to outgrow it fast just because, I mean, like I said, it was like a small building and, you know, it was like a start. And I just didn't think it was going to be that fast, you know? So
will you keep that location and add a new one?
I mean, no, it's too small of a town, so I'm just looking for a bigger place, you know, just for more amenities. You kind of, like, you need a photo room nowadays, you need a room to stretch, like, you know, just need, like, especially for me, I'll do, like, you know, 8 to 11 hour days.
Yeah.
can't just be in my little room all day. I need a
Yeah.
place to go and kind of unwind and stuff. So
That's awesome.
So yeah, bro.
And place for the shorties to come and be around it and not have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
right now it's real small. So I tell Serena, I'm like, hey, just kind of keep the visits kind of
Yeah.
short, you know, because
Right.
it's a small spot.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's been going great, and I don't think I ever really like explained to you like how that was born or anything like that. But like it was, you know, it was when I was at that point in my career where I was like needing that inspiration. I was just by myself, and I was just like, where do I get it? And you know, we travel a lot, and we
Right.
like the outdoors, and I remember like Colorado is like one of our favorite places
Yes.
to be, and every time we go out there, it's like my time to like, okay, just time for myself, find the inspiration for my career, and I like go outside at night out there, and it's so bright, like the night sky is
okay.
so bright, and all you see is like the silhouettes of the pine trees.
That's awesome.
And it was just like this, bro. It was just like this one moment that I just saw like where my life was headed, and I was just out there, just like looking up, saw like just the silhouettes, fucking Milky Way and shit. It was tight, just by myself.
That's amazing.
You know, you just kind of like have those moments where you like realize like, you know, you see it, and you're waiting for that moment, and I saw it then, and yeah,
That's
I went
awesome.
back home, and I was like, babe, I think I got it. You
That's
know?
That's cool.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
you
So
shared that.
you know,
That's
it's
amazing.
simple, but like that's kind of where it
Oh, that's
originated,
awesome.
and it is kind of like the stuff that I tattoo. You
Yeah.
know, like landscapes and
Yes.
animals, nature, stuff like that. So it
Yes.
just kind of fits. Yeah.
Yeah, and your photorealism is second to none. Like
Thank
the
you, bro.
detail level, and like just watching how you create it, and like
Thank you, bro.
You have the most patience and the
I
most,
do,
that
I
I've
really
never
do.
seen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
never seen anything like
it's-
it. You know?
yeah.
And it's fucking awesome to
Yeah.
watch. It's like when your tattoos are done all that time, all that work. It's like there's no redness. The
Yeah.
tattoos are fucking healed looking immediately.
Yeah,
you
and it's
know?
crazy because I'm really not a patient person. Like with Sabrina, like my wife, I was like, let's do this, let's do that, like just like this all the time. But when it comes to tattooing, nah, I want to take my sweet ass time.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so
and it shows a big time.
yeah,
You know?
so it's cool to see like that different like side of you come out
Yeah.
when you're tattooing versus like the real you all day.
Right.
You know, you kind of get to explore that other side of yourself when you're like creating.
That's awesome.
You know, so
That's awesome.
yeah, man. Yeah, but it's
yeah.
good to be back, man. It's
I
really,
love it.
really good to be back.
It's good to see
Yeah.
you back. It's
Yeah.
fucking very good to see you.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
So man, I really appreciate just being a part of your life, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
same
Like
here, bro.
your family, like everything about you, bro. Like there's so much honor and so much respect in your world, and like you know what I'm saying. Like I know you live in Texarkana, but where are you actually born and raised? Where were you from?
Yeah, I mean, we lived all over Mexico, bro. Like my dad's from Mexico City. You know, he's from the big city, and
Yeah.
we lived all over. You know, I was born and raised up there, and I had family up here. We came up here, so we just kind of like a little bit of both worlds, you know.
Nice.
And yeah, like you were saying, bro. I mean, you're part of our family. My parents are always talking about you. You've met my whole family.
Yes,
Like
love
I say,
every
you were
one
the
of them,
best
yeah.
man in my wedding. You've been to our baby showers.
Yeah.
Everything, bro. Everything. So it's kind of crazy how like you meet people in your life that it's
love
just
it.
bound to be there
And it's an
forever.
honor, believe me.
Yeah, you
It's
too,
such
bro.
an honor,
You
you
too.
know what I mean?
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir. I feel
such
the
an
same
honor.
way.
So and like we are gonna come up to Black Pines,
Anytime.
you know what I'm saying, and do some more footage and like kind of you know what I'm saying, because we have to get the family,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, we got to get the
Anytime,
whole
that'd be
squad
cool.
on, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
so
that'd be
kind of
cool.
show that side of you as well, you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
I would
So
love to,
looking
bro. You're
forward to
welcome
that.
anytime.
awesome.
Anytime.
That's
I want you guys to come see it. Like I said, I'm about to move. You never know. Like
Oh,
maybe
yeah, no,
soon.
no, that's
so,
what's up. No,
you
you
know,
come
that little
soon
spot
then.
is like the first, you know, the beginning. But shit,
love
it
it.
don't matter where I'm at, bro. You're always welcome.
what's up.
Yeah, but
That's
yeah,
what's
it'll be up there though.
Hell yeah.
You know, I gotta be close to my daughter.
Of course,
and,
yeah, you can't go anywhere from the babies. And
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. So.
Well, brother, thank you so much.
Bro,
for this
thank
interview,
you,
man.
thank
I
you,
really
bro.
appreciate everything.
No, I
dude. And it's
appreciate
an honor
you.
to be your brother.
No,
man,
I
you know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
you
We're
and
family for
this, and I
sure.
fully support this, man. I really love what you guys are doing, and I can't wait to watch like every interview
I love it.
you do.
And like my main goal here is just to like let the truth be told about the Giants and like who everybody now is like Instagram sensation and all this, and it's like the stories of where like everybody worships what you do, right?
Where it started,
Everybody,
yeah.
they need to know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, unlike they get to hear that, you know, you didn't come out of art college with this crazy scholarship.
Yeah.
You started and just created so much. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, there's a million stories. You could do like a million of these interviews,
Yeah.
and it's like you would find things to talk about, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like the whole reason I started tattooing, in my head, I was like, this is gonna pay for my art college education. That's what I thought I was bound to do, you know,
Oh,
go to
that's
art
awesome.
college. I'm like, man, I'm gonna try tattooing. Maybe it'll pay for college because my family couldn't pay for
Right.
me to go to college. And little did I know that was gonna be my career, you know.
Yeah.
come out here, and then I'm like, can't even afford gas to go back to see my family. You know, I couldn't afford food. You guys were feeding me
Right.
for a while.
Right.
Straight up, like y'all were feeding me. Like I didn't have money for food, but you know what? I was drawing, creating, and I was like, one day this will change.
Yeah.
You know, and then
And
one
I
day,
remember,
and then one day
there
it
was
did.
a time when you were with me and you were like, man, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And I was like, do not, just stay.
I
Just
did.
stick it in, and you got this shit.
I
and
did,
I knew
bro.
It, you know?
Yeah, I did.
Seen something in you, bro, that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah,
from
thank you,
people
bro.
that have come through me.
Yeah.
And like, and you are my biggest mentor when it comes to, because back then all I did was nothing but color.
You did, yeah.
You know, and then once, I will never forget when I started doing black and gray, I would do the tattoo and then I would fucking send you a picture of it.
Yeah.
And it was like the football, you would like circle, you'd like, okay, only do white right here. Don't do any, it was awesome. And then
Yeah.
you'd send it back and I'd fucking do it. And
Yeah.
like, that gave me the confidence, dude, to try to attempt. But I did realize really quick that I can't be Quinn. Like those style of tattooing you do is
I
like,
appreciate it,
holy
bro.
shit, you know what I mean? So I was like, I've come from big giant needles and big monster ass tattoos, and I really like quit color to just focus and really tried my best to do what you had taught me, and I didn't do anything but that. And then I feel like I gave it the time, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to go and get back in my
Yeah.
lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
that's
Because
badass, man.
yeah, so
Yeah,
you
no,
helped me
that's-
so fucking much.
Well,
bro,
man,
you know?
shit. Yeah, like I mean, even for me, you know, like I knew I went to focus on black and gray, but you know, I came up here and I was, you know, I was around other styles and other artists, so like it even helped my style grow,
Yeah.
you know. But I mean, that's bound to happen no matter what. Like when you're around other artists, other perceptions, you know, you're
Yeah.
just gonna like apply that and make it your own. So
That's what's up.
yeah,
And that's like when with Brandon, you know what I mean? Like Brandon's got his start, and like you were there for him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When he came out and he came with us, it was like I had like in my mind, like I was like I wanted to create like that, essentially like the lowrider style tattoo, like from like Jose out in Cali.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and I wanted all these black and gray tattooers with me because I did color. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
I did it. I got to have that for a while. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then when everybody kind of went and started doing their thing, I was like, fucking, you need to be doing black and gray, bro. Like you've been around it so much, learning from these guys. Like, go for it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was a big inspiration
yeah,
for me. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
It's just
So-
the different stages of our career, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it might change again.
Yeah, of
and it
course.
might change for me.
And I'm already back at color doing, but only color I'm doing now is Japanese. I
Yeah.
don't want to do any realism
Yeah.
in color. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Yeah.
Stick to the basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and it'll happen many times, man. But you know, we just gotta accept it, take it, and run with it. Try it. We might suck at it, but how are you gonna grow?
Put the effort in.
You
right?
know, how are you gonna grow if you don't try things? So,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
what's
that's
up.
how it was coming out here. You know, just
yeah.
take a shot, and you know, I thought it wasn't gonna work out. You know, and it wasn't for a
blew up.
while, but then it did.
Yeah. And I remember too, you tattooed on a sergeant or somebody in the military.
yeah, and that's when
And
it all
They
changed.
posted your tattoo.
Yeah.
Like a fucking million views.
Yeah.
And I will never forget. He's like, everybody wants the same thing again and again and again.
Yeah,
It was like
but that didn't
over.
help.
It was wild
Yeah,
to see
yeah, it
that
was a-
just explode.
It was a few little things that I was like, okay, maybe it is gonna work out, you know. But yeah, now there for a while, it sucked. Yeah, and like you said, like you see all, you know, even for me, like I see like people I look up to. You don't think about what they were or where they were before the place they're at now.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So yeah, like I love telling that story, you know, because there might be a lot of people that are like, man, I'll never get to that point or whatever, but. I thought the same way too, you know, and I still think that way because you know, I put a high ceiling, you know, like above me, so, you know, there's still room to grow, and I hope, you know, to keep growing. So, I mean,
I love
that's
it.
just how it is.
Hell
you
yeah,
know?
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so
yeah,
much. for
yeah, I
this
enjoyed
interview,
talking with
man.
you.
For
Let's
real,
do it
for real.
again.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I'll try to think of some more stories like this because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got a million.
That's
yeah,
what's up.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thank y'all.
Sir.
Deeplines.tv. All right, wait, now, hold on. No. Okay, now, I'm gonna ask about this now. Okay, so you've done a lot of shows, you know what I'm saying? You've been around a lot of conventions.
Yeah.
You've seen, should we wait till these fuckers talking? You're good. Okay, start over. All right, so you've been to a lot of conventions. You've seen a lot, you know what I'm saying? So as far as centers, this tattoo show, like, what's your opinion about it?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I've been to a lot of shows with y'all. Without y'all, I've been everywhere, and like you always have to go like far, bro. Like New York, California for like the
Right.
big ones.
Yeah.
And all the little circuit we did here, you know, they're good shows, but you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The quality here feels like those shows that we're having to go far for, you know.
love
And
it.
I mean, it's like Brandon putting the effort
Yes.
and dedication into um, just sacrificing. You have to like sacrifice at first to be able to build it so that you can reap the benefits later.
Yes.
And I feel like that's what he's like focused on, to be able to get all these artists here, you know, put forward effort to get us here, like to get people to want to come here, you know, and so that it can become something that's going to be like those shows that we go to in California or New York, you know, the big ones. This is a big one out here in Texas. I haven't seen work like this here like in a long time.
The competition.
There is
aspect
good
of
work
this,
all the time, but you already know who's doing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's always the same people.
Yeah.
And now it's like, wait, who's here?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So yeah,
Definitely.
I've loved it, man. And I mean, like I said, the effort that he's putting, like fucking waitresses come into your booth.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I mean, everything, man. Everything's been super. I mean, I've loved it.
Yeah.
I've loved it. It's been a good show, and I'm looking forward. I told him to do it twice a year.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I think next year he's going to go to Omni. He's going to really do it over there. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing about Brandon too and Susu. Like they did not do this to try to make money. You know what I'm saying? They put so much extra and giving back to us and doing all this shit, the big cash prize and everything. It's like shows don't, you know what I mean? Shows don't do that. You know what I mean?
They're like paying to
exactly.
to put it on. But like even like the awards and stuff like that, just like the way like they're like almost educating the public.
Yes.
You don't think about that, you know, like you just kind of go up there, you give out some awards, but like you got to think like so many people come here, like they've never even been in a tattoo shop maybe.
Right.
And the way that he's like almost educating as he's like giving out awards, it's important. And then it makes you feel like, okay, they really are like putting attention to the shit we're creating. You know, it makes you want to be better. It makes you not as salty when you lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Of
like,
course, yes.
It helps a lot.
And that is something too that I did notice too. That's a lot different. I've judged so many tattoo competitions, and 80% of them they're right on a piece of paper. It's next it's tallied up, and it's like 3 winners, and then that is what it is. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like here,
it feels like it matters.
Yeah, it does.
It feels like it matters. So
And
like you could lose, but because of the process and you know maybe what they were talking about while looking at the tattoos, like you guys are taking your time. The way y'all are scoring, it's different. So even I mean, yeah, it sucks to lose, but when you do lose, you're like, damn. But you know, like I don't. It just feels different than like just like the I don't know, just like other shows. You know, when you see like they're really not even looking at your shit, they're like cracking jokes, and then you lose, and you're like, wow, what happened?
Yes.
You know?
Or you see tattoos that win because it's their fucking homeboy, and it's like, bro, that'll never happen here.
Yeah.
You know, that's why
There's
the
no way.
judging where we just give out the tokens.
Yeah.
It's like you're in front of everybody. You're exposed as a judge.
Yeah.
And there's no cheating. There's no and a lot of it, dude. It's the politics are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And here, every single fucking tattoo is up there. Yesterday was like every one of them was first place. It's so hard to even look at them. You know what I mean? Like, how do you do this? Best of show tonight's gonna be fucking insane.
I wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah. So luckily, thank God, he's doing best of show color, best of show black and
I
gray
think that's
separately.
dope.
Because otherwise, it's like, how do you put them together,
There's no
right?
way.
Then you get into the like, oh well, this is more my flavor than that. But dude, this is
Exactly.
gonna be fucking cut and dry.
Yeah.
The battle will be separated. I think that's gonna be super interesting.
Yeah, I dig it, man. I feel like it's only gonna get better, you know, because like you know, just like from what they've created already, they'll have a whole year, you know, to think about what could be done better.
Yes.
And I mean, how much better could it get, you know?
Exactly.
So like,
and it's been super fucking awesome to have Brandon support us with deep lines. You know what I mean? Like he's definitely put us on the front of everything in here. You know what I mean? And letting everybody know that what we're doing. And
it goes hand in hand. I mean, when else are you gonna do it? But at a show, you know, you got everybody here, and you know, I don't know, everybody supports everybody, and it's been badass.
Tattoo family, you know?
Absolutely.
So.
Yes, sir.
I definitely cannot wait for next year.
Yeah, me too, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We should just make him do it again this year.
I'm telling you, 2 times a year,
we can
bro.
pull it off for sure.
Spring and the fall, not the summer though.
I love it. But yeah, he just opened up his new shop too, so they got their hands full on that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
they do.
But
everybody's busy. Everybody's thriving, bro. It's been
like
badass.
with us, man. We opened up a new one.
You did.
And actually, my business partners and I, we got a studio. We got to wait till October to get it, but it's going to be next door to the Vixen Body Art that we just opened for my wife, for Steph, and it's going to be like a podcast room like this, and then another room that's just tattoo beds to where we can come in and I can bring you in and like all the stuff we're wearing is all your black pines, everything, your branding, your deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because this what we're doing here right now, this separates us, and like all the B-roll and all the stuff that we do, you know what I mean? That's really cool, and it's dope for people to watch. But this is the intimacy that,
Yeah.
that we're trying to go for,
Yeah.
to educate everybody, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and like
Yeah.
let everybody know like who the real tattooers are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like where we've been doing this a long fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like for me, you know, I feel like I've been so blessed to be a part of so many fucking giants. You know what I mean? I've been a part of your journey, and like that's the biggest fucking honor on the planet. You know what I mean? So it's fucking cool,
No,
dude. And
it's
like
awesome.
to see everybody else. You know what I mean? Like all of our little brothers and everybody's grown. They're all old as shit now. You know what I mean? And it's like we're all becoming the old timers. You know what I mean? Like it's just what it is. You know what I mean?
But I mean,
So,
even for me though, like, you know, you might do an interview with somebody I'm like extremely close to. I'm still looking forward to watching that interview, you know, and like maybe hearing stories I've already heard, but no, it's just like you can tell it's intimate. You can tell you're really like, you know, caring about the source, you know, of that person and where it all started. And I love it. I think people are gonna love it too, man.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I love you, man.
I love you.